Hi guys, this is Ratchet and we are playing Criminal Case, Supernatural Investigations, Case 22, Niagara Fallen. And let's get back to our trail for Rathimael aka Pilgrim. With Wendell Goss safely in FBI custody, Katarina, we can resume our investigation into Rathimael's human identity. It was Rathimael who created a hit fight. Okay, I know it. On Earth, Rathimael was a mystery man known as the Pilgrim, living on the East Coast in the 1990s and rumored to have supernatural abilities. We must discover the Pilgrim's real name if we are to locate the final key before the evil demons release their queen. If the Pilgrims spent time here in upstate New York, maybe that FBI agent Bucky Johnson could help us with our search. He's investigated paranormal phenomena since the 1960s. It's a long shot, Katarina, but then again, that's nearly 60 years of investigation. Take Hope with you. She can examine any information Agent Johnson might have. Katarina, someone broke into my trailer and took Ronnie Hawks' body. What? Who do that? What? After I discovered the body was missing, I came out of my trailer and saw someone heading off towards the victim's van. Katarina, grab Luke and get over to Ryan's van. And don't forget to ask Agent Johnson about the Pilgrim. Who'd want to take Dead Man's body? And the investigation is over, so why take it now? Alright, let's go to Bucky first. Katarina, I was just heading off. Wendell Goff and I have a long drive back to headquarters. Before you go, we wanted to ask a favor. Can you recall investigating anything related to someone known as the Pilgrim? The Pilgrim? Yes, that does ring a bell. It was an investigation from roughly a decade ago. Poking around cold cases is a hobby of mine. I kicked them here in my... Oh dear, would you look at that? I misplaced my briefcase. That's what happens when an 80-year-old does field work. I last had my case at that abandoned cabin near the falls. If you find that, my files are inside. It's a total long shot that there will be anything useful, Katarina. But let's head to that cabin and take a look. And I can't let you do this for nothing, Katarina. Here, you take this. Thanks for some money. Alright, first let's go to Ronnie's van. God damn it, today internet is very slow. I don't know why. And also I'm not connected to my own Wi-Fi network because it's down and we are all connected to the Wi-Fi next door. Oh, why can't I pick him up immediately? Okay, what happened to my Wi-Fi? If you want to know, it's that the power was cut 3 times this week when I'm recording this video. 3 times. I don't know why, what was going on, but it affected Wi-Fi. Phew, we found Ronnie Hawks' body, Katarina. But why would anyone take it? Yeah, especially now that we finished the investigation. Let's have Ben examine the body again to find out. Okay. And how long is that going to take? 9 hours. Autopsy. Again. Alright, now let's go to the cabin. Cabin in the woods. Well, cabin next to waterfalls. to find the briefcase. why we're digging through decades-old FBI files, Katerina. What are the odds we'll find anything about Rathimael? Well, for now, everything counts. Well, we know soon enough. This FBI briefcase must be Agent Johnson's. Let's open it up and see what we got. Okay. This is it. See, Katerina? Just like I said. Nothing but a stack of dusty old... Wait, you're right. The folder has the Pilgrim written on it. Maybe there is something to this after all. It'll take me a while to go over this file, Katerina. I'll let you know when I've finished. Top secret. Let's check out Rice's body. Again. I completed my examination, Katerina, but I can't find anything that would identify who stole Ronnie Hawks' corpse. But one thing's really weird. Someone's drained the body of blood. Apart from the samples I took from my previous autopsy, every last drop is gone. Vampires. Someone drained his blood? Could this be the work of a vampire? No, we can rule that out. There's no bite on the body. Just a single puncture mark on his arm. Oh. Looks like a dead end, Katerina. Not necessarily. I've been studying Ronnie's book about halfling vampires, and their blood is quite valuable on the black market. Oh! And selling supernatural goods is exactly what Reggie Pratt told us he was doing these days. Ah ha ha. So you think Reggie Pratt stole the body of his former business contact in order to drain and sell his blood? It's a morbid thought, but entirely possible. Katerina, let's confront Reggie about this. Yeah, you stole the body. And the body is the evidence. This FBI file on the Pilgrim seems to be about Rathimael after all, Katerina. Yes? It's an unsolved murder case. A man was found burned to death here in Niagara Falls. The body was burned beyond recognition, so the man was never identified. But investigating officers nicknamed him the Pilgrim because he had a coin in his pocket from the colonial era. And get this! Forensics found traces of sulfur on the body and on the crime scene, which was never explained. Sounds like demons. Sulfur and a matching nickname? It sounds like this victim was Rathimael, and his murderers could only have been other demons, the Queen's loyal followers. I guess you're right, Katerina. Agent Matson might have more information about this cold case in the FBI database. I'll forward him the file now, then we can get Matson on the line. Okay. Okay, first let's go to Reggie. What were you thinking, dude? You were just thinking about money, right? Congrats solving Rice's murder, Katerina. I heard the killer was some strange goat man. Or something. We know you weren't sorry Ronnie was dead after he tried to extort money out of you. So you tried to earn some money back by stealing his body to sell his damn pure blood on the black market. What? No, I would never do that. Well, someone did, and you're our prime suspect. I had nothing to do with it. I can prove it. Ronnie sold me a device that tracks supernatural creatures. I use it to find new customers. All you need is a sample of a creature's DNA, vampire blood, werewolf hair, that kind of thing. If you still have some of Rannis's blood, that machine can locate the rest of it. Ben has some samples of Rannis's blood from his initial autopsy. So where's this device? It's in a pocket of my street clothes. I left them here after I changed into my costume. If you're lying, Reggie, we'll come find you. Let's search the ballroom for that device, Katerina. We can grab a snack while we are here. I'm starving. Okay. Okay, let's go to Madison now. Let's get Agent Madison on the line, Katerina. I doubt you'll know anything about the Pilgrim file, but it's worth asking. Katerina, I heard nothing but good things about you from Agent Johnson. He's pretty impressed by your work. That's great to hear, Agent Madison. Now, about that file I sent you. Ah, yes, the Pilgrim. I checked our database and I didn't find much, but I did get something. There's an address connected to the dead man known as the Pilgrim, 95 Tumbleweed Crescent in Salem, Massachusetts. Tumbleweed Crescent? What an odd name. Yes, and I'm sorry to say there's nothing explaining how it's relevant. All that's listed is the address. That's okay, Agent Madison. Thanks for the assist. Well, this is progress, isn't it, Katerina? Rathimael was killed in Niagara Falls years ago, in a manner that suggests it was a demon attack. And he has some connection to an address in Salem. Salem witches? I'll compile a briefing on this and report it to the chief. Okay. Okay, let's go to Supernatural Ball for one last time. These clothes must belong to Reggie Pratt, Katerina. If that supernatural radar is in that pile, we could use it to find who drained Ryan's blood. Alright, let's look through the clothes. Oh. It's more like a GPS. Well, it is supposed to be a GPS that tracks supernatural beings. This device looks promising, Katerina. I guess it works like a GPS tracker. Let's put a sample of Ryan's blood into this panel. With any luck, it'll... Look! The device is returning a signal. Ryan's drained blood is at Roxanne Vegas' hotel room in Niagara Falls. Oh. So she was the one who stole Ryan's body. Why would she take her son's corpse? We need to find out now. I knew she was involved somehow. Did you steal your son's blood? Oh, Katerina, what are you doing here? Are you nervous a little bit, What are you doing is what we want to know, Roxanne. Stealing the corpse of your dead son, then draining his blood. How did you track me down? Never mind that. Just tell us what's going on. Okay, you're right. I stole that blood, but I wasn't selling it. Vampire blood has strengthening properties for vampires. If the members of my coven drank even a sip of my son's blood, it would increase their strength tenfold. Oh. What? You virtually robbed the grave of your dead son so you and your cohorts could be more powerful? That's despicable. I know. I don't know what came over me. I was just acting in the best interest of my coven. You can tell it to the Vampire Council in Transylvania. I'll make sure they know what went on here. And we are confiscating that blood. I'm truly sorry, Katerina. Please, take this as a token of my remorse. Garlic necklace. That was some good work, Katerina, tracking down who stole Ronnie Hawks' body. Who would have thought that Roxanne Vega would stoop so low, drain the blood from her own son just to increase her coven's power? At least we made progress with that FBI file about the Pilgrim Chief. Now we know how Rathimael died. File? What file? The investigation into the murder of Rathimael. Hope was preparing a full report. That's news to me. Hope, what's this about a file? Sorry, Chief, I was just following up on one small detail in that file. I can fill you in now. What is it? Alright, let's go talk to Chief. It's not like you to be late with the briefing, Hope. What's this file all about? According to FBI records, Rathimael, Arthur Darkness's ally from the demonic Civil War, was killed in Niagara Falls some years ago. Dubbed the Pilgrim by the officers involved, this dead man was also connected to an address in Salem, Massachusetts. Now, I spent the past hour looking into the history of that property, 95 Tumbleweed Crescent. While there's no record of the address's previous owners or tenants, I can tell you that the address is now a witch museum. Knew it was gonna involve witches. A witch museum? Like the Salem witch trials and all that? Exactly. That's unexpected and unusual, but at least it's a concrete next step for us to follow. Come on, Katerina. Let's regroup with the rest of the team about what happens next. Katerina, we came to Niagara Falls to learn about Rathimael's human identity, and it turns out this is where he was murdered. The FBI investigated the murder, but the killers were never caught, and the victim's identity was never established. But circumstantial evidence suggests it was the Pilgrim. Sulfur was found on the crime scene, and we know that only demons are capable of killing other demons. And since Rathimael was the only one who knew where the 5 keys to the Demon Queen's cage were hidden, I bet that's what his murderers killed him for. Since they only recently managed to gather 4 of these keys, Rathimael must not have divulged anything. But that also means we still don't have any lead ourselves on the final key to the Demon Queen's cage. We do have one lead, however. Rathimael had some connection to an address in Salem, Massachusetts, which is now a witch museum. Whatever that address meant to the Pilgrim, we need to find out. So pack up, everyone. We're heading to Massachusetts. Yes. Salem witches. Wait, what? But don't tell me that's Agnes' leak. Anyway, we're gonna stop here. We're gonna continue playing case number 23 in East. So, thank you for watching. Don't forget to leave a like to this video, and I'll see you again. Goodbye!